Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. Cancer, moving from the deep waters of creative juices, love, passions and intensity of emotions that the end of April Scorpio full moon brought us, we transition in May to connections, to friends, to networking, to nurturing a new vision and the tribe that comes with it. We will use our inner restlessness to make fruitful progress on our vision and in our network in May, doing what you love the most, and that's contributing in a fruitful and artistic creative way to the society. This is a fabulous season for you. Jupiter is moving in the water sign as well, which surely supports your growth. The full fruits of that growth would come in 2022 when Jupiter will fully move into Pisces. Mars is also in your sign in May. This is happening after 2 years that Mars is in your sign. It's time to make some real progress because you will have the energy and a lot of supportive aspects to go through the shifts that May is bringing for you. Let's dig in deeper. This is part 2 of the video. Please do review part 1, for which I will leave the link in the description along with the key dates of this month and the past videos that I'm referencing. My name is Charu and I'm your host on this journey. So let's dig in. Cancer, the balance between what you want and what others want of you might have come to focus with full moon of 27th of April. That was an intense full moon, and it brought to focus and surface the fact that what you want from life is changing, that your vision is changing, that your creative output is changing, that you don't want to accept anything less than intense passion, both in your love life as well as in your creative or work life. But the balance or imbalance of returns of your investment, the imbalance of give and take, would also have come into focus. Something was not worth what it was costing you. And that led to a closure, that led to a moving on. But what it cleared up is your personal power, your confidence, your faith in yourself, and everything that you stand for. Your depth, your creativity, and your passions for what you want came to focus. Your house of passions fully came into focus, and that would be the theme of the early part of May, as the energy coming from that infusion will carry you forward. That confidence in yourself will carry you forward. Although this fresh infusion of confidence in yourself is not coming through an easy route, it's in fact coming possibly through a dose of power play. Because Pluto went retrograde, bringing possibly relationship specific secrets or relationship dysfunction to surface. The one-on-one relationships you have with the people who you either live with, who are your partners, who are your business partner, or your personal partner or person that you live with, those power dynamics again came to focus and to surface. But you regenerated out of them. You're coming back with more power than you had before as you gain clarity on what you love, what you desire, what you're passionate about. You also get clearer of the means to get to the new vision that you have as you get clearer on your goals. Sometimes, before we get what we want, we have to see what we don't want as well. And that might have been end of April. Who are the people that can lead to this new vision you have for yourself, the new goals you're setting up which are higher than before for yourself? Who are your friends? Who are your real tribe? That will be the focus of May. May is the month which I'm calling as the month of fateful encounters. And you will be having a couple of them this month. You might be starting a new connection, a new social contact. encounter with whom could be very gainful and meaningful to you. As you detach from the perceived hurt, heal from any heartache that has happened, you see that the current events have made your own heart choices way more clearer to you. And from there, the way you connect to others is going to change. How you connect with others is going to change. It becomes more real, it becomes more authentic, it becomes more direct. Your ideals and your ideas have been in the process of change since 2019. It's almost like Uranus has shifted the goalpost for you. What your vision you had for your life has been upgraded and changed. Where you want to go in life has been changed, and it is progressively changing in an accelerated fashion since 2019. It's almost like a dose of reality is coming through in what your real vision is. And the month of May not just brings you the clarity on that goalpost, it also brings you people who can bring you closer to it. As you find yourself in the middle of the social interactions, you're connecting with some very different people than you have in the past. Your friends, the people who are part of your vision and circle, they have changed and are changing. They may not stay for long, but each one of them is changing who you are and opening you up for something new and adding to your vision. Just by being their erratic, independent self, they are shifting your perception about life. You might find some new of these unique connections or even social group or platform, which is helpful in your progress forward. And that comes with the new moon of 11th of May. It starts a new connection, a new social group, or a new platform, which shows you a much wider vision of life. It's a very gainful new start for you. The chance encounters or even some out of the blue meetings, possibly with people who are different from you or even from some foreign countries, could open up an insight and provide information that you did not see before. And this can be very liberating. And I think May overall would be very liberating for you. You could be prompted to some sort of release from a tough period or from an illness or even from a karmic burden. And growth comes from seeing things you did not see before, leading you to potential opportunities. Growth also comes from spiritual spares, from foreign countries and foreign people. Jupiter will move into a very positive aspect for you in your house of expansion from 14th of May. And it will stay there only briefly till 28th of July, till it fully moves here in 2022. But you will see a preview of this positive aspect between 14th of May to 28th of July. I did cover this back in the March videos, and I'll leave the link for that in the description for you to reference back. In some ways, you might look to even pay forward when Jupiter comes here, because who we are as a person expands. Our whole vision of life expands when Jupiter is here. Jupiter is moving in your house of higher mind. It's expanding your mind. It's expanding your influence. It's expanding the kind of people you interact with. And that changes your outlook about life. And you'll look to even pay forward more by volunteering, by helping those who need your support through charity, through empathy, even more than before. And you might start a chapter in that paying forward process in June with the eclipse that's happening in the middle of June. Remember, Mars is in your sign. It's a lot of energy. Use it for connections, for making an impact in May. Your passions can move mountains this month. But in a conflict, just take the high road. Saturn will be retrograde end of May. There might be certain financial boundaries that need to be set up. Some boundaries in joint finances, in financial loans, in debt, in taxes. Fight between the old traditional rules of the life by which you're living in your relationships and the new vision that you have about your life that you're working towards. There is a little bit of conflict between these two. And it's the theme of 2021. I spoke of it in great details in your full year video, which again I'll link in the description so you can reference back. But it's the theme of 2021 to have this breakthrough from the old traditional rules of the life that you're living back in your relationships. Because your vision cannot be actualized. You cannot be lighter for the new vision you have, for the new set of people you have, without changing the rules of the game and how you connect with others. The Saturn square Uranus aspect, which is making it happen, making you break out of the old rules of the game and what is the give and take in partnerships? What is the power that you emphasize with others in your relationships with others? Where do you show your strength in joint partnerships? And how you connect with others, how you merge with others. That conflict with the new vision will come to focus with the aspect becoming exact on 14th of June. Saturn will go retrograde after towards end of May, so it emphasizes taxes and old debts. So pay your taxes, old debts, cut some ties, detox. You need to be lighter in some ways to move forward in the public arena as your social life, as your public influence increases. End of the month eclipse can also release you of some obligation that has been holding you back. Some sort of past can come to be released. And this Mercury retrograde will remind you. It will review with you a past that needs to be released. It will remind you of your own strength so you can pull through successfully. Make a social impact, a new beginning in your vision this month. Mars comes in your sign once in 2 years. It gives you a lot of energy, a lot of physical energy, and a lot of initiative and courage. But you go after what you're passionate about. As a Cancer, you go after what you feel deeply about. So the Scorpio full moon that just happened, end of April, is sort of giving you clarity on what you're passionate about, what moves your heart. So then you can go after the right choices when those fated meetings happen. But there is an element of being in your spirit, being in your source, being connected with yourself that needs to be there when those chance meetings are happening. This detox of Scorpio full moon has reconnected you with yourself and with your innate power. That needs to be in some ways retained and strengthened so you can make the right moral choice when those choices are presented to you. Good luck for that, and I'll see you in your season again. Thank you.